Welcome to Weekend Spot Plays with Scotty, where I go over my top plays for both Saturday and Sunday. I expect most of these horses will run good. I like these a lot that I did for both Saturday and Sunday. That being said, remember, it's going to come down to wagering. This isn't all just about win bets, right? So a lot of times I try to find some horses that I don't really care about the price, but I'm just trying to find horses that will be in the money. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully that helps you. Big release. So we'll talk about that real quickly, and then we'll get into it all. But we sent the release today, so I just want to explain. There's going to be a lot of bugs. We're already having issues with people buying day passes, but I think Brad has fixed that. There's going to be some missing information. Like right now, I think the trainers on HandyView show on the past performances here. Brian, let's go ahead and go to the past performances so they can see my screen. I'm just going to show a few of the things so people know that these things are already, they're going to be fixed. So here's my screen. You can see that some of the trainers will show 0 win percentages here, and don't worry about that. We know about that. We're going to fix that. But what you do have now is horses that have been claimed. So let's see if we can find a horse with the trainer information. That's the jockey, and we'll find one. So now we'll show you when a horse has changed trainers. Starter optional claiming. All right, we'll find the right race. There we go. We'll definitely find a claim here. Well, maybe not. Well, we could have a bug here because there's no way none of these horses haven't been claimed. So Fairgrounds race number 13. It's kind of weird. There's no way. All right, Fairgrounds race number 13. Oh, those are jockeys. That's no. Mark Cassie. Well, I'm going to assume that there's a bug there, so I'm glad I looked at that. But essentially, you're going to see all trainer changes right there. Thank you so much, Nathan. I appreciate it. I know it's been a while, and but the moving parts on this thing are pretty unbelievable. Here's the good news, though. The day pass issue is working now. Okay, thanks, JP. I will tell you, here's the good news, though, is that you're going to start seeing updates now constantly. I mean, that's going to happen. And so Brad and I have already set up to have releases like every couple of weeks. And so that's going to happen. Like I'm seeing a bug here with the live odds. I mean, that could be tote, who knows? But you're going to see some bugs. Just know that we're on it. If you think it's maybe something that you hadn't seen, maybe send that to Intercom to Brad. That would be great. But within a week, it'll be seamless. You won't even notice it. Plus, you'll have everything. Number 1 was claimed. Tampa, second race, number 1. Yeah, this is really strange. Usually, I'm seeing claims all over the place. Second, number 1. So maybe I just have a bug on mine because you can see right here, well, it's a trainer change right here. So if you were to click on this, you'll see Wayne Catalano's the trainer, and then here, Larry Dermott. So anyways, I don't want to get carried away on other stuff, but just letting you know that there are going to be some bugs. We're going to get them. I don't think there's anything, though, that's going to kill you from being able to handicap, okay? So just wanted to let you guys know. Appreciate your support, but look forward to a lot of new releases coming up here over the next couple of weeks, and then even after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, you got it, Scotty. So this SOR here will let's go to a race where more horses have SORs. So here, this SOR is telling you the strength of the race for each of the horses that have gone 5.5 furlongs on synthetic. And that's a layoff line. Did you see that? Did you see that, Justin? Right here, see? That blue line above the date means that this horse is off of a layoff. So, oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. So yeah, so look there and you'll see the layoff line. So that's a feature, another little feature, but this is important here. It's coming along. It really is coming along nicely. But if you look at this SOR, the difference between this one and this one is this particular one right here is telling you the competition this horse has faced in the last 5 races. Okay. And so if a horse has had more races going 5.5 on synthetic, it's only going to use the current form, which is the last 5 races. So like in the case of the 7 horse here, Trini Summer, it's not looking at all 6 of these races. It's looking at 5 of them. Well, it's looking at 6 as far as the record goes, but as far as this number goes, it's looking at the most current last 5. Okay. So, so it's just, those are scratched horses. Okay. Hopefully they aren't mine. So this is telling you whether a horse is good at the distance. Now, if you see it blank here, it means, and no record, it means the horse is, it's going to say first time starter, or the horse has just never gone 5.5 on the synthetic. That's what that means. And then if you see a really high number here and then a lower number here, it usually means that these races going 5.5 on synthetic might have been a while. And the last 5 races, this horse is facing easier. So yeah, you see what I mean? This horse has back class, and then look, now it's facing easier. So it's not the same horse anymore. So you can actually use those 2 combinations with each other. Now, what's the entire point of these SORs? Well, obviously to compare against today's field, right? So you can compare the SORs against horses. You can compare them against today's field, which is up top. You can use the SOR in the past performances to also compare each of the races the horse has raced at. You can see, like this horse here as an example, the 4. It faced a 56 group in the SOR, and then it dropped to a 50, and it still didn't run good. Everything was good. The GSR was good. So the horse is really not improving. Then you look here in red, that means that the trainer, it's first time with a trainer who's 26%. And if you go to changes, you'll see that this horse was claimed for $6,000 by Cesar Figueroa. And the jockey trainer combination is 0. Castellanos never ridden for him. And then Castellano actually gets off of the 7 horse. You see that? And gets on the 4 horse. So there's a lot of moving parts here where you can use this stuff together to be able to compare horses and compare against each other. It is. Thank you, Steve, for that. It's such a great tool. It really, really is. So, yeah, no, I don't, it'll get fixed right away, Vern. Don't worry. Don't worry. As soon as I'm done with this, trust me, I'm on every part of it. Okay, look at, this is what happened here. So the scratches just came through. You see that? Just came through. And then all the metrics updated, took the 1 and 9 out. And so that's why they were missing. But it happened pretty quickly. All right, makes sense? Okay, so let's talk about the spot plays now. All right, so Brian, can we look real quickly at all the spot play? No, you know what? Actually, yeah, okay. Keep them off. No, we're gonna make them wait for it. We're gonna make them wait for it. Okay, so this spot play, Cappy, this is a really big drop in this horse's second start off of a layoff. Irad gets aboard. By the way, let me just tell you guys right now, Irad's going to win 5 or 6 races or maybe even more today. He is literally on every contender I looked at. So blindly just put him in. You might even bet Irad to win on every single race today and probably make a profit if you wanted to. But Irad should have a really big day. So Cappy, this is a big drop in class, second off the layoff. Irad gets on 6-5 EquinEdge morning line, and I like all the EquinEdge picks. Well, I did before the scratches, but I like the 12. I actually think this is going to be an ice cold 5-12. Okay, but I like Cappy today to win the race. And this 12 horse True Martini, this horse is second off, almost a layoff, and it really ran good last time out, coming back at the same distance. And oftentimes horses will run better when they run second time at the distance. The horse had a little bit of a layoff, and look, it was a 42 competition. Today's a 40. It was 5% win last time out. Today's at 15%. Well, why is that significant? Well, to me, this horse outran its odds at 5%. And then 2, now the system is saying the horse has a better chance of winning. The competition is a little bit easier, and the GSR stays the same. So I like the 12 to run good as well. Okay. All right. Aldi, you're so funny. Aldi, he knows how I feel about times. Oldie is a fantastic handicapper, and everybody has their way of doing things, whether they're using the buyer, times, whatever. But I've looked at enough statistics to tell you that time is irrelevant. You've got the inner fractions and things like that that make more of a difference than actually time. But again, that's just my opinion. They're doing a special show, I think Oldie and Chris, on President's Day. So you might want to tune in for that. Okay, so this is the first one. Okay. I know what you're thinking. It took a long time to get to the first Scotty spot play. Okay. We're going on to race number 3 now. I don't know why. I seem to be on a roll over at Gulfstream Park. I hope it's a roll. And we're going to go to race number 3, where my Scotty spot play is the 5-horse Musical Journey. Broker Maiden, first time out, has top GSR, gets Zayas, and sits behind a wall of speed. But I think that My Lady James, here's the thing. There's so much speed in here. And there's an old saying that speed kills speed. So you have the 28% horse, EquinEdge long shot, fastest horse in the race, and it has a good GSR. This horse could take them all the way for sure, but I do think Musical Journey is going to get a really nice trip. I think it can rate some, and Zayas jumps aboard. So I'm going with the 5, but I definitely think this 3 stuff. I'll tell you this right now too. I don't think from the inside and this horse's style, I don't think it can rate. Maybe it can, but it's not going to have as good a trip as it had last time out. That I can promise you. Now it's 9 to 5. It's going to get bet, but I'm going to try to beat the 3 pretty and awesome. Okay. No coast to coast this weekend. In fact, Santa Anita wants to stop in February for some reason. And they want to kick back in March, is what they told me. They're going to give me some dates for the Coast to Coast show. So yeah, I was bummed out, but he told me it was just budget. All right, let's go to race number 4. Again, we're going to give you an overview that you can take a picture of. Also, you can come here to dashboard. Here's the new dashboard, and it has what's hot here. And then it also has the Scotty spot plays. And so you can sort down here and look at all my spot plays for the day as well. And they will come up according to minutes to post. So obviously race number 1 and so on, Laurel race number 1, they'll come up. Okay. So that's how you'll get that. Plus price plays. You can look at price plays from here. You can look at the top squares from here, get an overview. The current pick 4 and pick 5 and pick 6 pools are not working right now. We know. And we're going to have these working accurately so you can see some of the biggest pools and when they're coming up, okay? So we're going to be working on that all week long. All right, so let's get to race number 4. And my spot play is ticking. EE long shot has the top win percentage, top GSR, 9 to 2 EE morning line, and top pace number. I mean, I just think this horse is worth a long look. And yeah, I mean, you're just 8 to 1 on the odds makers morning line, 9 to 1 on the EquinEdge morning line. The link feature will be coming, Scotty, but probably I'm going to guess maybe 2 months. Things are going to start moving a lot faster now. This is the first release. You can see why it took so long now, but in 14 months, we're anticipating doing releases every 2 weeks. So it won't be as big as this release, obviously, but there's going to be new products. By the way, too, you might have noticed, we've already had a few people message me telling me that they see how fast the site is. These are a lot of things you're not seeing. Okay, we have a database specialist now that is going through the site to make sure that everything like runs fast, caches fast, updates fast, and we're not where we want to be yet, but it's going to be a lot better, and it affects the site functionality wise. And so these are things behind the scenes that you can't see in the user interface. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate that. The team appreciates that. But anyways, ticking looks really good to me. We can look at the past performances for this horse, and Zayas is aboard, jumps aboard this horse. Was the favorite in that race. Has some really nice breeding. I didn't think this horse was facing that tough of competition in comparison to this particular field. So I thought did I do any fairgrounds? No, I didn't do any fairgrounds plays this time around. Okay, so that's race number 4 at Gulfstream Park, the 6 ticking. Let's go to race number 7. And check this horse out, Eyes of a Champion. Yeah, the work, Mike. Yeah, I saw that. Eyes of a Champion. Look at this horse. First of all, this is a race that's wide open. And I'm going to tell you another horse to watch out for. Just look at the one horse, because whenever you get like a top win percentage is only 18%, that EquinEdge long shot seems to always come in. So I wouldn't ignore the EquinEdge long shot. But this is the EquinEdge second pick, the 10 horse Eyes of a Champion. It's 5-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. Nothing wrong with 12% when the top win percentage is only 18%. If you look at the SOR over here as well, it's got 1 win and 1 second against a 50 SOR group, which is the best in here as far as competition. So I think this horse deserves a really good look. And so take a look. Don't forget, this isn't all about just win betting. I also didn't really love the 11 horse, DeCillo. So it's going to end up being wide, and it doesn't have any speed. So I didn't really love it. And so let's see here. So yeah, 5-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. I think that was about it. I didn't really love anybody else in here, but I think this horse can run a good race. And the horse is facing easier. Same GSR, win percentage goes up, and it's EquinEdge's second pick, and 5-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. There's just too many things pointing towards this horse. And then when you look at the SOR, which is 1 mile and 70 yards on synthetic, which is today's same distance, the horse is right there at the top. In a race that's wide open, I thought maybe you had to consider this horse, but at least use this horse in your exotics, okay? Okay, race number 8, number 5. I love this horse today. Coast Along, let's see my note here, was ultra impressive in his first start, top win percentage and EE second pick. I think this horse is going to be ready. I was super impressed by the performance of the EE long shot as well for the Chief. Amazing turn of foot for this horse, but it has no speed. It ended up going wide. You can see the trouble line. It was wide. I want to say 7 wide easy. This horse is 10-1 on the odds makers morning line, the EquinEdge long shot. So absolutely use both these horses, but I really do like Coast Along, top win percentage, and Castellano jumps aboard. Castellano is absolutely in fuego right now. This horse broke 10th from the 2-hole and ran like this and showed speed. This horse rushed up. It was pretty incredible. Good spacing. I think this horse is going to be really tough to beat. I think we can beat the 11. I'm going to try anyways. Hope you're feeling better, Jared. Race number 9 at GP. You know, a few people have said that, Bob. I'm not sure why. Go to the intercom button, okay, Bob? Down here, go to there, and then you can immediately text and get a hold of. Well, first of all, you can get any metrics to find out about metrics and things like this. But you can click here and you can message. Okay, you can message the team and they'll help you. Okay. And then you click down there to get it off. All right, race number 9. This horse is 1 off a layoff. I'm assuming this horse is doing well, and there's really not that much to beat. A lot of times when I'm looking for horses, I'm looking for the competition as well, is what I meant to say. Meaning, I'm looking at this field going, man, nobody really looks that great. This Cashier Check, who's the EquinEdge second pick, hasn't been seen since this 11-5 race as well against Venetian Triumph. The horse is a lukewarm 5-2. It's 31%. Top EquinEdge picks, got a good GSR. I really do think this horse is to beat. And I will tell you this too. Justin does a lot of this, and I love that Justin does this. Most of us saw Justin hit that $168 ticket for like $36K by singling a horse. Well, even this horse is 5-2 on the morning line. It's had a layoff. I'm not telling you what to do here, whether you should or not. I'm just saying that in a race like this, probably most people aren't singling this horse. So when you single horses that not everybody is singling, and then you can spread out in what looks to be a tough sequence of races, it can give you an advantage. And I think Justin is really teaching us all that we should do that. So maybe Venezuelan Triumph is that horse. All right. For my good friend Alfredo. Okay. Tampa Bay race number 1. So Tom, sometimes I'll give out exactas. Like yesterday, I gave out an exacta and a trifecta, 7-8. I only gave out one pick yesterday, and the trifecta didn't come in, but the exacta did. But there's no algorithms on the Scotty spot plays. It's just all my handicapping. 2 weeks ago, I literally was on fire. Last week, not so good. So just like any other handicapper, sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. We'll see. I'm praying I get this. Again, if you don't have, I've asked Brad. Some people don't have the spot plays, but I've asked Brad to give them to everybody. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to text him real quickly. Yeah, Cindy, there's a lot of back end work to do that. Definitely. Scott, that's absolutely the next plan for sure. Probably by the end of the year, you're going to have your own preferences. You're even going to see the tracks that are coming on the upcoming races. I'm telling you, you guys see the change here? Nothing. You don't even know all the products coming. You're never going to need to leave the site. Everything you ever want is going to be here. Oh, then there might be a bug there, Mike. Go make sure you go to the intercom button down here and talk to Brad. He'll get you hooked up, okay? So, okay. So we are on Tampa Bay now. We're going to go to race number 1. I like the 2-horse Chucky. So I have a note. I have 2 notes. Needs the lead for best. The jockey got cute. Look at this. Ironically, I didn't put, these were what I had before. This jockey, who was 9%, Bracco, got cute from the outside post. A lot of jockeys do that. This horse needs the lead. Period. End of story. And guess what? Now gets Morales. Okay. And look at the pace advantage. 75. Next closest is 57. I think this horse is gone. Now, Exchanger is going to be coming. I believe that. But look at this horse was 6-5 last time out and 42% and didn't win the race. I think we can maybe beat this horse and go gate to wire with Chucky. Okay. Thanks a lot, Martin. Those updates to mobile's night and day. You guys want to see it? Here, let me show you mobile. Okay, that's the wrong one. For those of you that haven't seen it. All right, so here's the new mobile. You can go to upcoming races and see them. Click on there. It'll take you straight to the race. You got Scotty spot play here. It'll show that. You can go to the next race here like this. You can click on the saddle cloth and you can get our handy view past performances. You can click on the last 6 months. Click here. The GSR Plus is right here. You can start new wager. Click on a pick 3. $45. We'll do it. Let's just say. Click on that. Now look what you can do. You can extend the ticket so you can see it clearly. All right. And eventually you're going to be able to save this ticket and save it to your ticket book. That's coming. I have that ability to do it. Soon on the Scotty spot plays, I'm going to be able to send also tickets for you guys on each of the on the spot plays, not just the picks. So you'll be able to get the tickets. That's coming. I have that ability to do that whenever I like picks. So you can go here. It's really easy to navigate. You can customize through here. If you click up here, you can go to the dashboard and you can look at Top Chalk. You can look at price plays, Scotty spot plays. Then you can click on it and it takes you straight to the race. Okay, cool. Laurel Park race number 1, the 7 horse. Thank you, James. Thank you very much. So, Jack, yes. So what happens with the dashboard, the reason you don't have access to the dashboard is because when you buy a day pass, even if it's all tracks, there's so many. No, you have, I think with all tracks, you get the dashboard. With one track, you don't, because they would have all tracks. No, you absolutely get that. Can you go to the intercom, Jack, and click on here and message, okay, the intercom, and they'll help you. Okay. Hey, Gary. Nope, they're not, Mr. There's no algorithm that's helping me with the Scotty spot plays. It's all me. Everything me. Failure and good, all me. Here, for crying out loud, is I made the top pick. That being said, I think this 7 horse. So you're using 2 horses here. I think we can beat the 6 Tidian Tyrant. But Big Ambition can go gate to wire. It's 8-5 EquinEdge morning line. Top EquinEdge pick. It did not break good last time out. It's stretching out, and the GSR goes up. Do not ignore the 7 horse. Thank you, Steve. Oh, you guys have seen nothing. As far as products go, nada. I promise you. Promise you. We just have had a rough year altogether. What's up, Steve? Manny in the house. We don't have an app for the mobile yet. It's just a web-based Manny. We will have that eventually, but right now we don't. Thank you, James. What's up, Jeff? Oh, man, you guys showed up today. So thank you so much, John. Oh, poor Brad is probably, I'm sure Brad's all over intercom right now because we have had some bugs for sure. And there's a lot missing. Okay. So when you see it, don't get mad. Just trust. Just trust. And believe me, there's nothing you're going to see most likely, there's nothing you're going to see that I don't see. I'm on this website 17 hours a day and I'm testing. So I only tell you that so you trust that anything you're seeing, but you also need to know something that you think is simple could take 3 days to program. That's the crazy part. Thank you, Mark. Exactly. Thank you, Manny, very much. Thank you guys for that information. I didn't even know that, but I appreciate you telling everybody that to make it easy. I know you can create an icon on your phone that is like a native app, right? Bill, you're welcome and thank you. Just do me a favor and go to the intercom button and tell Brad. We're having a lot of people have those same issues of seeing the Scotty spot plays. So what's up, Lex? Thank you so much, Jeff. Appreciate that. Cheech in the house. Man, love seeing you all today. Man. Okay. Laurel 1, the 7 horse. Okay. Oh, the 3 and the 7. Okay. 38% on crying out loud. I made this horse the top pick, but I actually couldn't separate the 3 and the 7. And I wanted to get a pick in here. The 3 horse is coming in from Penn. And this horse should be able to run here. Great connections, 38%. And you know what I've noticed? When you have a low win percentage horse and it's the top EquinEdge pick with a big win percentage horse like the 3, but it's not in the top 2 EquinEdge picks, I don't know what it is. I don't know if any of you have noticed this, but those horses will come in first or second in some order. Right? Like, I am going to play in that contest today, Bill. Yes, sir. Eric, just go to the intercom button on the screen, bottom right here, okay? Just do that and talk to Brad and tell him, and he'll help you. Okay, let's go to race number 2 from Laurel Park. My spot play in here is Nostalgic Run. Everything you're looking for in a single, facing much easier. GSR is up big. Win percentage 37%. And I mean, look at the pace advantage for this horse. 87. Next closest is 49. I mean, I know it's 8 to 5 on the morning line, but I wasn't going to not give this horse. It looks like a single. If everything is good, it's also got the top GSR. And Giardini, this horse doesn't look all that. It's 31%. It has no speed. It's top EquinEdge pick, and it's probably going to be coming, no doubt. The EquinEdge long shot is 5 to 2 EquinEdge morning line. It has bad form, but I would imagine this horse is probably going to improve. First time here at Laurel. And the reason you know it's first time at Laurel is if you look right here on the handy view, you'll see Laurel's blank, no money earned, nothing. So that tells you that first time. So I think Nostalgic Run goes gate to wire, wins easy, and I think the 7 and 8 come up for second. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, Mike. Yeah, go to the intercom, okay? Sweet. Okay, you guys, that's Saturday. Just so you know, here's a rundown of today's at Scotty spot plays. I'm also going to probably add more as I'm on the computer today. I'm obviously going to be on, so taking calls and helping people through this because we're definitely having some bugs. Please bear with us. If you guys don't mind liking the show, that would be fantastic. It really, really helps our channel. And the more likes we get, eventually we can get back. We used to be trending on YouTube, so which means that it would pop up on your screen showing, hey, they're doing a show or check out this video. And then we got shut down for a month because of copyright issues, and we lost that, and we haven't got it back yet. But it made a big difference. So when you like the show, it really helps. So please think about that if you don't mind. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. That means a lot to the team. It really does. Like, we eat this stuff up, just so you know, and you guys are so appreciated. And when you go on Twitter and you post stuff and you say things, it means a lot. Okay, let's go to Sunday. I only have 3 plays for Sunday. And we're going to go to race number 7 at Gulfstream Park. I didn't even get to some of the other tracks. I just started liking everything at Gulfstream Park for some reason yesterday or for today, and it just kind of happened that way. What's up, Catherine? Of the new SOR, of the SORs? Okay, we'll do that again. You got it. The intercom's down here, Jay, right here. And then you click on message. And then to get that's off your screen, just click the down arrow on it, okay? And so in this race, I like the 1 Doral. You want to talk about impressive? Oof. I mean, this horse's turn of foot, it was a bit green, but wow. I love this horse tomorrow. Doral. Just Doral. This Mademoiselle Jackie is a good horse as well. Look at the breeding on Doral. It's pretty tremendous. Let's look at the GSR plus. Look at this, 86 today. 9 furlongs. It should be its best distance. The turf tab is a 78. You don't see that very often. This horse looks really tough. And then give the 7 a chance. But I like 1-7 exacta. You might do a bigger exacta 1-7 and then do an exacta box with the 1 and 7, or a smaller exacta 7-1 just to cover your bet. Thank you so much, Norm. I appreciate it. I didn't do any spot plays for Santa Anita, Bob. I didn't get around to it, but I do have a spot play for tomorrow for Santa Anita, but I'm going to go back into Santa Anita today. And so if you can go here, well, first of all, you can go to the top here and you can look at all my spot plays. You can click on them and go, or you can go to dashboard up here and then you get the what's hot. But then you can also click on Scotty spot plays and you'll get all the spot plays in order of post time. Okay. So, and I'm going to add more. I will definitely add more I just couldn't get them in all in the show, and I didn't have enough time because me and Brad were up in ungodly hours trying to get this release done. So Brad has just been crushing it. Big shout out to Brad, everybody. Unbelievable. So if I didn't put anything in race number 6, Norm or Lou, it's because I didn't like it. I would have put it. I went through it. I looked at it. I didn't love anything. Okay, so where are we going now? GP7, I just showed you the 1 horse for tomorrow. I love this horse. This one here. Yeah, you're going to have to go to Brad and find out. Yeah, Brad's the best. The best. Big props to Brad. This one Doral, again, I love this horse. All right, we're going to go to GP race number 9 now. Remember, you can do pick 3s to some of my plays, but there's just position your betting properly. In this race, I have the 5 horse Cathari, and I'll tell you why. This horse has been off a layoff. By the way, here's the new layoff line, right? So the horse has been off since 12/16, and you can see it's been over 60 days. So the layoff line is for 60 days, okay? One second, you guys. I'm talking to Brad right now about the track passes. Many of you just don't have it. The square plays, we'll look. Okay, we'll look at that as well. Okay, so this is one of the new features, which is the layoff line. So any horse that's been off for 60 days or more will show up in this line. This horse won first time out. Oh, I know what it was. I have a note on this horse that this horse won this race going away and had a ton of trouble. So I felt like there was more upside for this horse, and my note said can beat winners first time out. And because it didn't look super impressive, I think that's why you're only seeing 23%. I looked at the other horses, and yeah. So yes. So this is what Mike says. Top squares like this mean that there's a significant advantage in the pace, either the SORs or the GSRs. Right? So yeah, let's see what Rory's saying too. So you can use these layoff lines to find horses that raced at Woodbine or Gulfstream for Woodbine. But you can see this horse, the 4 horse at Gulfstream Park race number 9 tomorrow, has a 30-point pace advantage. So it's a significant advantage. Okay, so that's what that is. But I like Canthari. I think that Canthari can sit behind the speed, and I think that this horse will win this race. That's what I think. Santa Anita race number 1 for tomorrow. And I'm on the 3 horse Johnny Paycheck. Here's a horse that's been off a little bit of a layoff, but that was a long layoff, went 5 furlongs. Check out the GSR, goes from 69 to 78. It's a very well-bred horse facing similar competition for Diamato, who's very loyal to Kyle Frey. There is nothing in this race. I like Johnny Paycheck to win the race. 3-3-3-3 all the way. Okay, so we'll look at the SOR, and I'll show you how to use it. Okay, so you can use the sort features, of course. So essentially in this race, what this SOR is telling us, and it's, first of all, If a horse has 5 races or 6 races or more, it's only looking at the last 5 races. Both SORs are doing that, okay? But this SOR, it's showing you right here on the GSR tab, 8.18 furlongs on dirt, which is today's conditions. By the way, Tampa's hot. If you want to know how hot, you can go over here and you can look at Tampa and click on tracks, and it'll show you that in the last 16 races, if you click here, in the last 16 races, this track has won 37% or more of the races, the win percentages. That's it. Now, it'll also, if it says EE picks, that means the top EE pick is 50%. But basically, in the last 16 races, 8 wins we've had with the win percentage at Tampa. So that's what that means. And you can click on it, and it'll take you there. Okay? He's working on it right now. I know that. Yeah. So the track's hot. You'll see that pop up, and then here it's looking at this surface and distance, which is always today's conditions, and you can see this. It's Exchequer has 4 wins in 3 seconds in 10 tries. The 52 is representing the SOR for the last 5 races, though. We only want current form, okay? And then it's showing you what the GSR is for the horse. It's also a 71 to go this surface and distance. That's what this is telling you. It's also showing you the record for the horse. Now you look over here, and in the last 5 races, this horse also has a 52 SOR. This does not look at any surface or distance. It's only looking at the last 5 races. That's it. And you can click here and you can see any of this information. We also have it in Espanol. So you can look here if you speak Spanish and you want to see what each of these things means, you can do that. Okay? But that's what the SOR is. All right. And the color coding for the surface in the handy view. When you say the color coding, what are we talking about? Color coding, Scott? Because if you're looking at a horse that's raced on turf, you see it right here, 9 furlongs turf, right? The turf is a green font. It still is a green font, but a lot of people are saying they don't like this green, so we are going to change that green. And then the brown is dirt. What am I missing? Dirt brown? You mean these colors? You just don't like these colors here on the bar, and then you don't like this. Like, what's wrong with this brown D? What we want to do is just make this stand out, but yours looks black. Well, we are going to change that green. We're definitely going to change the green for sure. I think the brown is fine. I'm looking at mine. It doesn't look black at all, but I'm going to change the green for sure. We'll change that. So we've had 2 or 3 people actually bring that up. They don't love that green. So all right, you guys, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like the show. Here's a look at Sunday's races. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. I hope you guys kill it this weekend. And we will see you. We'll see you. We'll do a spot play show for sure next Saturday. And we'll probably do an EquinEdge live show next week. All right. So you guys have a successful weekend. Look for these spot plays. I'm going to send more. If you have any issues, go to the intercom button. Okay. And thank you to Brian and the entire staff and to the entire community. We appreciate you. We'll see you later.